Lonely Boys are housebound all night. Welcome back. You know my first guest tonight from films like Pearl Harbor and Laurel Canyon. Now she stars in Underworld, which opened up in theaters everywhere earlier tonight. Please welcome the very lovely Kate Beckinsale. Kate? What's happening, Kate? Wow, you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
How's everything?
Not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have John here from Trash for Cash. He's helping us with our conference room upstairs.
Good, thank you.
All right, who's your daddy?
Yeah, thank you. That's enough, John.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot, pal. He's making himself right at home. Kate, we were talking about reality shows. I'm saying just how crappy I think they all are. I love his show in particular, but I blame you for our crappy reality shows.
You should.
Because I think we get them from like England, and the good ones make it over here, and I think those suck. So what does that leave in England?
Well, I've been living in America for a couple of years, and I periodically go home and turn on the TV, and I'm shocked. And the last time I went home, there was some guy who was actually a children's television presenter when I was a child.
Right.
Who had, like, puppets and everything.
He was like a Mr. Rogers to us, that
I
kind
don't know
of thing.
who that is.
Okay.
Okay. But he, and he used to have, like, puppets and be, you know, nice, and then had a little alcohol problem, but everything was
Okay, so you mean he's
lovely.
more like Pee Wee Herman, I think.
Right. But he was lovely. And then when I came home, I turned on the TV and found him presenting a sort of naked game show that involved a sort of jungle safari thing and a lot of harnesses, but no other clothes.
He was naked in the show?
Everybody was naked. All of the contestants were naked. He was naked. And there was a lot of kind of Tarzan swinging and climbing things and running around and just scary camera shots, like, from the back.
I really wanted to hear about some of the bad shows over there. That sounds like a cool show.
Yeah, they're all English people. You guys are allergic to English people because we're strangers to waxing, apparently.
Wow. Okay, slow down. What does that mean? You guys don't wax?
Well, I think when I did Pearl Harbor, Ben Affleck told me that English girls neither wax nor shave and are basically covered in hair from the neck down.
Right.
Which isn't true.
No, I think that's true. I think Chewbacca
Okay.
was from somewhere over there near London. You would know best, right?
Yeah, well, I've been in LA for
Right, so you're waxing like every day now.
oh my God, I'm like a billiard ball, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so there's the child presenter who's now in a naked show.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's. Is there anything weirder over on British TV now?
They called up a woman who had a whole internet thing set up because she could play the national anthem on a flute vaginally.
John, I believe she said the phrase vaginally.
Yeah, I know.
A, I don't know if that's a real word, and B, I don't know if we have to bleep it out.
Right? You say vaginally. That sounds so much worse to me.
We don't say it that often. It doesn't really come up in a sentence too often, I don't think.
Well, that happened. I went home and I saw it. How am I going to explain it to you?
She plays the flute through her woman area. Through her womanhood. Really?
Special place, yes.
And this is a show?
No, I think there was some show, and then they obviously found out that she'd done it, but then she proceeded to do it.
Right.
Quite well, actually.
Hang on. Can we book the girl that plays vaginally for next Friday night?
Is there a website?
Yeah, is there a website? Is there a website? Wow. I mean, where do you go with that? I'm just thinking, what a great mental thought. Better than the drums, I guess. You were in Toronto last night, I know.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming here today. You had a midnight screening. I went to the website today to take a look at Underworld, the film that came out earlier. It looks very, very cool. Congratulations on the
cool.
film.
Thank you.
And it's from a comic book.
No, it is a comic book now, but
Right.
it was from an original idea.
So the comic book came out and this movie came out sort of simultaneously? Is
No,
it
the
today?
movie came out, and then they quickly, like, scrabbled together a comic book.
Really? Like last night?
Like today.
Right. And you had a midnight screening last night. How did that go? Because I think with those comic book fans, they're a pretty sort of motley crew.
No, it was very much, you know, normal people. I don't know if the Canadian genre people are just a little more, you know, downplayed.
Because even like the Buffy fans and the sci-fi fans and the Star Wars fans, you know, they love Dungeons and Dragons.
And I went to the Comic-Con, the huge comic book convention, a couple months ago.
Okay, so there must have been some freaks there.
Yeah, but I mean, they were everywhere. I wasn't even allowed downstairs in case I got pierced or something.
Right, but are you worried? You've actually done a couple of sort of vampire movies now in a row. Are you worried about just having this following of these kind of nerdy people? Like, you know, tattooing your image on their arm and
No, I think that's... I mean,
sneaking into your bedroom.
I don't think you've ever quite made it until, you know, you get a drag queen or something. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Really?
Yeah, female impersonator.
Okay.
Nice.
The movie is, and it's a werewolves versus vampires.
Yeah.
And this is sort of a war, a turf war that's been happening underground for quite some time.
Yes.
And you play what? You play like a hot vampire.
I play a hot vampire in a rubber suit, basically.
Right.
2 guns. Mm-hmm.
And then you fall in love with Scott Speedman character, who
Yes.
is like on the other side of the turf.
Who's sort of on the werewolf side.
Right.
Without
But you're not
doing
supposed to
it
be
anyway.
even hanging with the werewolves.
Oh, no.
That's like taboo.
They're the bad guys.
So how could you possibly run off and have a makeout with this werewolf?
Well, I mean, that's the whole fun of the story. I mean, he's not really a werewolf initially. He's in the werewolf side. I said that before.
Believe me,
try
I'm
not
still
to give
thinking
it
about the chick that plays the flute. I haven't heard a word you said since then. How are you, Johnny?
Vaginally.
Yeah, vaginally.
That's an SAT word.
Yeah, please. Okay, let's see a clip of you in action. The film is Underworld. It came out earlier today. Take a look at Kate Beckinsale.
Why are they after you?
Right. Kate Beckinsale in Underworld.
Yeah, that looks good.
And you got to shoot some guns. That's always a good time.
Yeah. No, I was naturally very good at it.
You
Who
were?
knew?
Really?
Yeah. It's because I have hands bigger than any man.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm so confident I'm going to win.
Wow, you really
Yeah, I
do?
really
That's
do.
crazy. You must have a giant penis.
I'm English. What can I tell you?
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah. I read this about you, and I'm sure now after doing Underworld and your action skills are at its all-time high, you must need this. I've never met anybody that was flashed. Like, I've never heard of somebody. And how many times has a male flashed themselves to you?
In 1 year, I think it was about 14.
14? Yeah. Was it the same guy?
No. It was the same place twice. But I had all different kinds. It happened, I had a couple like 1 year and like maybe one the next year, and then this other year there was like, it was like 11 to 14.
Where, in England?
Everywhere.
So it wasn't even just there?
No.
I've never met anybody that had that sort of, following of just flashers.
I don't have it anymore. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what
Are they
it was.
clever with how they expose themselves?
Very clever. I
Like-
had a lot of different varieties.
Give me just one example. John, write this down.
Yeah. I could be number 15.
I could be so intimidating, though. I have the big hands, remember?
Yeah.
I have the small penis.
Yeah.
You won't even see it from there.
So how do they do it? Do they just, it's not just a trench coat that they open?
I never had a trench coat. I had a man stop and ask me for directions. Very nice, kind of sweet face, and I didn't really see all that well without glasses, so he asked me to lean down and look in his, do you call it an A to Z? Not a penis, the book, the map.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
the A
quick
to Z.
map or something?
Yeah, like a book, the map. And I looked down to try and show him where it was, but I couldn't really see very well, and I thought, oh, God, I must get my glasses. And I realized I couldn't see very well because his penis was, like, propped up inside the map. It felt like it took me, like, 2 days to work out what it was. I was almost gonna, like, just move it.
What part of England is this? Well, it looks like you have the trolley there. You can just take it through the streets. He had a hole in it. He had it on his lap.
But he didn't have a hole in it. He just had it
Just had
propped
it
up.
laying right out.
Yeah, just propped up.
Maybe it was his bookmark.
It could have been.
I quickly want to mention Aviator, because did you start working on that yet? It's Leonardo DiCaprio's
Yeah.
Scorsese film.
Yeah, I just started I did a week on that already.
How's that? It's obviously going to be a great film. What do you play in
It's
that?
cool. I play Ava Gardner.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. I think people have read about that, so we look forward to that. And you're a sweetheart to be here. I know you're exhausted. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Kate Beckinsale. Check out Underworld. It's in theaters today. We'll be right back with Rich Eisen, Carmelo Anthony, more with John, the Trash to Cash guys, and Kings of Leon.